I was a bit late. I'm trying to find the connectors for the tap outside. Tonight I'm reviewing, because it's so lovely and hot, El Bandido, which is from Aldi. It's their tequila flavoured beer, so their rip-off of Desperado, for want of a better word. Let me just click on the comments, just in case anybody comes in. I don't think I've set it to unlisted, but one never knows. So no one yet, so that's interesting. Maybe I set it to unlisted. Oh dear. No, I didn't. Good evening. I thought I set it to unlisted for a second, you know. So yeah, lovely hot day, beautiful day. The sun's bursting in, and I thought to myself, let's have something a bit more refreshing. Well, maybe. You never know. El Bandido, tequila flavoured beer. 5.9%. I think that is actually as strong as the likes of Desperados. Certainly in that ballpark. So, oh, really strong tequila nose. Lovely. This is the day for lagers, ciders. I don't think there's been a notification. Good evening. Oh well, first one will be a nice quiet one then. El Bandido. Looks very, I mean, Aldi, the kings of the cloning of beers, and it looks very Desperado-ish. Good carbonation, big white head, and it's got that golden colour that you would expect from Desperado as well. I didn't rate the clone San Miguel, you know. It just, you know, when I put all three against each other's, I mean, for price-wise, you can't fault it. But I didn't rate it for what it was, basically. You know, the taste didn't really hit the spot. But that's not to say on a different day, it will hit the spot. On a day like today, straight from a fridge, woof, get it down you. Oh, that's actually really nice. Been a while since I've had Desperados. I know, I'm trying to get the bloody hot tub sorted out. We've got an attachment we put on the tap. We've got mixer taps. An attachment to put on the tap to connect the hose tap pipe to. So I've got the hot tub ready, and I can't find the attachment. So I can't do bugger all until I can find the attachment. These things happen, don't they? It's always when you need something that you can't find it. Always. So, I just love that nose. It just smells as Desperado does, really. Obviously, Desperado is the brand leader, and there are so many other variants these days. I nearly bought the one from Lidl as well earlier. I did buy some new beers from Lidl. Some of their cheaper lagers, just for review purposes. Oh, that just absolutely hits the spot. Cracking day at work, although I broke the blower, so that's the mower I broke, the blower I broke, the edge trimmer was knackered, so I'm doing well. Good evening. But I had a good day overall though, lovely. And I don't normally do Mondays at Callum, so I had to go to Cockcliffe this morning, water the plants, and then drive up to Callum. On the way there, I got stuck behind some dickhead who wouldn't overtake a bicycle for nearly 2 miles behind this chuffing idiot who wouldn't overtake. And then on the way back, I got stuck behind a tractor. So, oh, good. Yeah, I posted the video earlier. Well, I'm going to do one tomorrow from Cockcliffe. And it's like I've been there 7 months now. So I took one about a month after I got there. And lovely. It's the spot massively. And like I've said, you know, if you've heard me before, on any given day, any beer can taste absolutely amazing. and this just absolutely hits the spot. Good evening. 5.9%. I think it's the same strength as Desperado. Obviously, it's a Desperado clone, some sort of clone anyway. Oh, and tractors as well. Got stuck behind a tractor, and this stupid woman would not overtake the tractor. It does look identical, and it tastes identical. Aldi. 3 or 4 quid for free. So there's the others. They'll be going in my area down there where I buy multiples. Good evening, Barry. It's really nice. It's hitting the spot. You know, after a day at work in this heat, it's been a lovely day. And it's just hits the spot. You know, yeah, summer's day drink. Today's the sort of day where you don't want to be drinking stouts for sure. You want to be drinking your lagers, if you've got lager, ciders, fruity stuff like this. I mean, you can't fault it. Totally hits the spot. Golden pour, good carbonation, whitehead, on the nose tequila. Playing guitar in the sun, bless you. You know, it is like a Desperado, yeah. So it's a tequila flavour beer from Aldi, 3 or 4 quid, and it's the spot. I've actually just done a video of my garden, and with all my seats, all my cushions on my seats, looks proper summery now. It is. I'm not getting no nastiness from it, but like I say, sunny day, beer. You just can't. It just hits that spot. Lagers, ciders. Is it grey? Oh, it's beautiful here. I don't know if you can see the sun beaming in. I look more brighter than I normally do. And yeah, it's been gorgeous all day long. Bit cool this morning. A little bit cool. But yeah, been a good day. Yeah. Until I broke the blower, trying to start the blower, and then all of a sudden where you start it, the pull cord started to go, and then all of a sudden then yeah, on a day like this, it's the spot. It's about 19 in Nottingham. Still a bit windy, mind you. But as days go, it's beautiful. If I can find my connector for my tap, I'm going to fill the hot tub up tonight. So hot tubbing from about 3 o'clock onwards tomorrow. If I can find my connector. I'll put it down somewhere. It's somewhere around. Put it down for safekeeping. The only problem is I can't remember where. Which does Reading, doesn't it? Good evening. I didn't hear any notifications, but then again, I haven't got my sound on. I turned my sound off yesterday and I haven't put it back on. Yeah, it's going to be 2022 tomorrow, depending on where you are in the UK. It's going to be a lovely warm day. £170 for the MOT, that's not bad. It's when you get 600-700 quid for the MOT, then you're like, oh shoot. MOTs. I mean, my wife, her window, she wound it down one day, it went up and it made this awful noise, and it went off, it went like, you know how they go on a wonk. So she managed to get it up, push it back up, and took it to the garage, and I was expecting probably 30 quid, something to do with, I don't know, the connections in, so I'm not a mechanic. And 176 quid later. 176 quid? Nearly cried. The Audi clone of Staroproman. What's that one then? You needed a front suspension strut. I'm not surprised these days with all these road humps. Nottingham's ridiculous for it. I don't know why they have it. Put speed cameras up, then it slows everyone down, apart from the idiots. The idiots will still go over the speed bumps. Good evening. As for the mower, you only getting your mower out now? Wow. I've done about 3 mows already, if not 4. Yeah, crap Nottingham roads as well. Nottingham's full of them. Rips your car to bits, especially the city of Nottingham. You go out to the countryside. I go from here to the countryside, not one single bump in the road. I go over into the city, bump, bump, bump. It does my bolting. I'd rather drive the ways where there's no bumps. I mean, we don't drive like idiots anyway. Or you've already mowed. Yeah, mowing regularly promotes fine grasses. Yeah. Mowing every 1 week or even 2 weeks, you know. Leaving it too long, all the weeds start to come back. This time of the year, bit of weed and feed. Kill the weeds off, kill daisies off. And that. No, you can't get a cheap mechanic, no. And then you worry if they're going to do the job crap as well and put your life in danger. Good evening. It is, and it's really nice. It's obviously golden, good carbonation, whitehead, tequila on those, tequila throughout, 5.9%. It hits the spot. You know, on a day like today with a beautiful sun. It's days like today that put you in a good mood. The sun puts you in a good mood. Although I'll tell you a story. On the Arboretum, when the sun came out, we hated it. 3 or 4 quid for free. I can't remember the price properly. It wasn't expensive. And this is where, you know, you get them who look at them sort of beers and they'll say, oh, I'm not drinking that rubbish. But, you know, sometimes the cheap stuff does the job. Especially on a day like today. And tomorrow, especially if it's going to be even warmer. No, I'm not really a tequila fan. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not mad on tequila. Yeah. I mean, there's a day for everything, isn't there? You know, there's a day we just chill out. We just want to enjoy a nice beer and all that. I mean, I could imagine now being sat in Spain, you know, with my shorts on, looking at the swimming pool and whatever else is about, sitting there, tequila, oh, in the heat. Brilliant. They are, yeah. They're made to be clones of the big brands. I need to get that double IPA just to taste it, just to do that review. Yeah, I already know it's bad because I've heard nobody say it's nice. But you know, sometimes you just need to do it yourself. Well, until I review it myself, I don't know, do I? So, but yeah, I'm waiting. When I find it, I haven't found it yet. But when I find it, I'm going to do it. I'm thinking of putting an order in for some beers tonight. I'm either going to go local, or I'm going to go, or that deal that you highlighted earlier. But then again, if I go local, I'm the only one reviewing it, so that's probably the better way, really. I mean, local for me, some of my local beers appear all around the country anyway, so it's not quite local these days. Not like the old days. Vocation, yeah, they do some nice stuff. You've got it. Ah. That deal you mentioned earlier was really cheap. I can't remember the company's name now. Good Brew or something. See, I'm tempted to get that, the Good Brew thing, and then do a news article so that a load of people who watch the channel can buy it as well. And we all do taste testings. You know, I'll put it up that I'm going to do that sort of beer and we do a bit of a testing. That sort of thing. So it's an interesting concept in that respect. Although I never really name what I'm doing in advance. But when it's that cheap. So yeah. Good evening. This was nice. Yeah. Golden pour. Good carbonation. white head, about an inch of head at the time. 5.9% tequila on nose, tequila on the taste. It does what it says on the tin. To me, it tastes very similar to Desperado. I mean, I'm not an expert on Desperado or tequilas, but 5.9%, that is Desperado territory, ABV wise. God, I've got a right fucking headache now. Well, I actually like that. I've got 2 more bottles as well for another day when a mate comes round, because now we're allowed to have mate round. Yeah, so I'll do a news post on it later about goodbrew.com, and I'll get the details so it's on my laptop. And I think I might treat myself to it, because it's I can treat myself to local beers anytime. And so yeah, 20 quid, 10 different beers for 20 quid. You can get a glass for £2.50, £5 delivery. Jobs are good. And I know, definite lager and cider weather, and golden and pale ales. Certainly not porter weather. So out of 5 for this little fella. Well, I actually liked it. And against other lagers, yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say score wise. I think it's a good 4.3 against other lagers, not against beers obviously, but or wines. But yeah, it was really refreshing. Hit the spot. And like on any given day, at any given time, with every one of us, any beer can just hit you in the right way. And then other times you can drink one of your favourite beers on a certain day, and you drink it and you're like, oh, that was shite. But that's the world of beers and drinking. Right, going to kill this review off. Might do 3 more, depend. That was not too bad. It was only a small bottle. Back in 2 minutes. Cheers all. Thank you all for watching and commenting, liking and subscribing. Cheers. I'm ready for another now as well. Right. Ta-da.